अरे तू वो वीडियो बना रहा था ना कोई, तो क्या हो गया इसका?
If you had to describe 4 years of engineering, what it taught you, what it felt like, what it looked like, in a sentence or less, what words would you pick?
Would it feel like imagining a boy in a college movie, excited and eager to dive into every experience? You see yourself walking around campus, meeting new friends, and thinking about all the fun you're going to have.
The day I took my first calculus class, that notion, along with my desire to study engineering, washed away as my professor continued to teach how to find a Fourier transform to an equation. On the first lecture of my second year, I figured out that I've picked the wrong degree.
And that's where it all went wrong. We all began with a deep passion for what we imagined engineering to be. For me, it was unraveling how and why things work. So much so that I even made videos to dive deeper into it and share the whole journey.
Sadly, as we all grew up, so did our understanding of engineering. Let me elaborate.
This is a Model 21 Toyota GR Supra.
And this is the most tortured part of its engine which stops it from breaking down, the head gasket. Relevance, you ask? There's only one thing common in between B.Tech students and head gaskets: the tendency to overload and burn out if not installed properly.
This is the lab manual to the AIML course at my college. It contains everything from how to write basic search algorithms to implementing fuzzy logic. A curious student would assume that's what they will teach you, right? No, they will make you sit in the lab for 2 hours every week for the entire semester just to copy code from Stack Overflow or ChatGPT. And that's not all, you have to manually write all of the code for 10 different experiments on never-ending sheets of paper. If that was not enough, now you've got to get your files checked by your subject teacher, then your supervisor, and then hand them back to the teacher so some external examiner can grill you on a subject you barely understand. Because your professor was too busy talking about attendance and how every little thing you do somehow affects your internal marks and GPA. It's like the system is set up to make sure you learn everything except the actual subject.
Nothing's new, 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 nothing's new. Please spare me indignity, and won't you please give me some.
Going through the motions, you experience a lot of things, including rejections, figuring out how your anxiety works, and of course the fear of getting backlogs.
So unwillingly, you start to take an interest in the stuff that they are teaching, and you find out that it's actually quite beautiful. I hate working on something without it actually being used in a field I like, or at least related to it. In second year, we were taught Fourier transforms and how to use them with equations. The problems were really tricky and mind-bending to solve. That truly annoyed me, but I can't just keep studying for the exams because that would defeat the purpose of my parents investing so much on me, along with not earning the admiration of an authority figure of being an engineer, thus proving I have intrinsic worth in this society. But it's not my fault that I assumed engineering would teach us stuff instead of presenting us with a checklist of quarterly fee payments and stupid assignments which gets thrown in the back of a truck anyway.
Moving forward, one day when I was practicing problems for the upcoming finals, I discovered that it's been staring at me all along. I use it every single day to compress video and images for my clients. Fourier transforms help break down media into different frequency paths. so we can shrink file sizes without losing quality.
It's what lets me make images and videos smaller and easier to upload, like when my clients want to share stuff on Twitter.
When you compromise and you fail, it really hurts. It hurts even more than failing at what you love.
What's wrong with the table?
Yeah, it's sagging.
Just like everything else you touch. I thought this would finally be something I'd get right. Huh? Nope. I spent all week designing it and it's still a failure. Classic. I can't stop obsessing over it. Days wasted staring at this dumb table like fixing it will fix you. Spoiler, it won't. What is this? I used to make stuff because I loved the process. Now you can barely remember why you started in the first place. But hey, who cares? Money, pressure, failure, it's all the same. So what now? Keep spiraling or admit it. You're too scared to do anything else.
You know, you should think less.
How?
Turn your mind off.
I can't. I don't have much control over it. Are these decisions even mine?
It's your life, and it's your choice to give it meaning.
You know, I think life is only as meaningful as you fool yourself into thinking it is.
Then make a huge fool out of yourself. You're another idealist, masquerading as a quiet little freak. You're golden.
There are certain queer times and occasions in this strange mixed affair we call life, when a man takes this whole universe for a vast practical joke. Though the wit thereof he but dimly discerns, and more than suspects that the joke is at nobody's expense, but his own.
Almost 4 years ago, I picked mechanical engineering. I didn't think much of it. I don't even remember what I was thinking or if I was thinking at all. Back then, the choice did not seem to matter. But it did. It mattered for every single day that came after. There were bad days, ugly ones, and times I wish I'd taken design. But somehow, it was all still kind of exciting.
I'm not saying how it should have been, just that how it was. The exams, the chaos, the stupid group projects. It was a lot, but it had to mean something. I found my peace in the small stuff. That's what kept me going. And now looking back at all of it, the professors who wouldn't pass us, the backlogs that almost broke us, the mental shit that nearly swallowed me whole, it all meant something. This is exactly how I wanted my degree to go. I wouldn't change a single thing, not even the parts I swore I hated.
To the person who needs to hear this the most, no matter how this plays out, this moment is not going to kill us. And everything is impossibly strange and nothing sacred and everything is holy. And we are going to be fine. Even if we are not, nothing's good and nothing's fair. And it's all worth it. You're going to be fine, I'm going to be fine. Even if fine ends up being less of a resolution of feeling and more of an absence of it, we are going to be just fine.